It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Chris Olave. He's been a target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the Vikings and the Lions, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Williams to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Well, they're brought out by a former #1 overall pick coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
On second down, here's Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson, and he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use for meaning for them. That's how we play our best football right now. It is sharp. Out of the gun now on third down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Goff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. There he goes, right side. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Addison. He's into space past the 25 and down to the 16-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. On third down, here's Gibbs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Olave over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he wanted just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw, Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. On first down, Goff. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for the offense.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Now it's gone.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Put a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And they have gone to the halftime break with the Bears out in front. Carson Strong having as hot a start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Patriots trying to hold on and claim victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
The return is Brandon Powell. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. To throw is Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. Goff now looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Off play action. Here's Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions.
he's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And now out comes Minnesota. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here's 3rd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 3rd down and 6.
They'll set up to throw.
And he is caught.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Powell on the catch. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to...
To throw on 2nd down is gone. It's complete to Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Trailing 17-10, just over 2 minutes to go. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. He'll look to throw. Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Face mask. Defense.
The Charles, they're trying. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. He gets it to Addison.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Open man is Osborne. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now 1st and goal. Back to throw. And that one drops down incomplete.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
On second down, here's Gibbs. Oh, an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain. Another run for Gibbs here. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now gets a bye in the first round. Win your division, get to the playoffs, celebrate that. And by the way, they are guaranteed a home game. That's a good way to start the playoffs.
So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
Now this one over the middle and into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's like a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. Let's make it a stand right here.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. Joseph for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Joseph's got it. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught with St. Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 20. On 1st down, Goff. And that is incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially keep this game alive at OT. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game into sudden death. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Pass incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
And that one going nowhere from the start, as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out now come the Lions.
All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in a tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
To throw is gone.
St. Brown on the catch.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Goff now looking to throw. Pass taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction, because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes. Postseason football, we're still playing. But it's the regular season. You get one extra period to decide it. This one, we get field goals on each side. And guess what? The end result's the same. Tie, off we go. Let's move on to the next one.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead. It's
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.
choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin. It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Brandon Ayuk. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the 49ers and the Rams, and it's all up next.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all division games. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 38 now. Here's second down at a yard. First run now for Kyron Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a second and 10. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. The guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Stafford's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Purdy. Throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald. Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their 1st drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the 1st drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a 3rd and 6. Purdy from the gun. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 34. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's taken on the 25. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Gano's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 18.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Niners are 12-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he lost the football.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You remember preseason, we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down, here's Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
From the 50, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
On first down at Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans, and Bird made a nice play.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
To the air again, Stafford.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 43.
Back to throw, Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this 1st half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir.
And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And they've got a good chance of getting points out of this. They start in the red zone on 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. From his own goal line, Stafford. And this is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Stafford looks to throw again. Caught left side, Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now 3rd down and very long. The throwing here, Purdy.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Purdy to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Purdy.
This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. He'll take this to the near side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And partner, the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
McCaffrey running up the middle. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of looking behind it. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
So now Stafford and the Rams
down 13-10, a little over 40 seconds to go. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Now Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now it's Stafford.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good...
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one,
choose the team, continue ahead to... Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to